Chessington World of Adventures and their recent and, well, what should I say? Chessington World of Adventures history of Howloween and their events. Now, looking at the Wikipedia, because yes, I'm on Wikipedia, had to shout it out because they're asking for money. So yeah, with Wikipedia, it has listed all the events of Howloween since 2003 to current day. So it is 20 years of Howloween, and the fact that Howloween has been an event at Chessington for 20 years is just scary. Even before I was born. Whoa. Okay, so where to start? Starts off in 2003 and we go all the way down to 2023. Now, 2003, hello. Hi, I'm literally just coming home from Chessington. Oh, God. I hope you had a nice day. Was there anything unusual? Does the Howloween events look cool? Does the the facade look cool in some of them? Are they started building it? I don't know. Okay, so starting off in 2003, we have something named the original event. That does not help me. So yeah, Wikipedia calls it the original event. I don't know what the original event is, but we roll with it. Then at the start of 2004, we saw the Scooby-Doo event. Yeah, again, I don't know what that was, but it looks like 2004 to 2005 featured definitely movie characters for their scare event. Let's just say Howloween, but I don't think it was Howloween at this time. Starting at 2006, we had the Star Wars event, which only was there for a year. We also saw Star Wars at Legoland Windsor Resort, and the fact that Legoland Windsor Resort had the Star Wars experience, it was always amazing to see Star Wars as an event to its Howloween. The fact that it's a dark scenery, it was really cool to see at Chessington as well. Don't know what connection Star Wars had with Thorpe Park, yet alone I don't know what I had with Alton Towers or any other theme park in the UK. So having that Star Wars event in 2006 was quite cool, and Star Wars wasn't owned by Disney before that, so Lucasfilms was still in top. Okay, and then we moved to 2007 to where we were born, or just before we were born, and most of us was before. And we had Hocus Pocus Hall Bewitched, and this was here for 6 years. Now, Hocus Pocus Hall, if you do not know, used to be a walkthrough attraction, which currently stands as Room on the Broom, magical adventure, or a magical ride, or something like that. Now, out of the two, I would say Room on the Broom, I could just bin it, because Hocus Pocus Hall, having that as an amazing thing, had an amazing facade to it, didn't need such a big queue line. There were actually people going to this attraction. It is completely dead now, and Hocus Pocus Hall just gave that fear factor to the attraction. It also featured a bat, which was, I thought that bat was amazing. It used to talk to you. That bat is no longer there. And it's got, let's just say it's got a lot worse, because with the Hocus Pocus Hall, you didn't have a book to base it off, whereas now we've got Room on the Broom Magical Adventure, we have a book to base it off. So if you've read the book before going to Chessington, you'll already know what this attraction's about, just as the Gruffalo, but the Gruffalo's different because it contains more animatronics. Animatronics is like me moving, but I'm like not real. Even though some people may think it's real, like look at Disney. Their animatronics are so cool. I don't even know how they do it. So yeah, having Hocus Pocus Hall for 6 years was quite good, because it even made the attraction look like it wanted to be there, and it made it look as if it had a part in the area or in the park. Then during the 2009, so after 3 years of Hocus Pocus Hall just being there for it's an event, in 2009 we saw the Black Forest Haunt, which I think was next to Hocus Pocus Hall, where the Christmas thing they did, because I know they also did a Christmas thing. Now, I don't know what happened with the Black Forest Haunt, but I think it was a ghost story going around the Chessington Forest, or what they put there, and it's quite cool to know what this is about. Now, I'm not sure what it was, but I will do some digging into this later. Then we moved to 2011, where we saw the Crypt come for 1 year. Now, the Crypt was a thing near Beanoland, and it told the story of a witch. Now, this witch was she was cursed by her own curse, and basically it kind of made, I don't know, I don't know, I didn't go in it, but it kind of made sense but didn't at the same time. Now, at the same year, in 2011, we also had Hocus Pocus Hall, Bewitched, and Black Forest Haunt. Now, the crypt only stayed there for 1 year, whilst we had Black Forest Haunt go from 2009 to 2011, where it was only there for 3 years. Now, with Hocus Pocus Hall still standing tall until 2012, we saw the last year of it, but we also saw the start of a new, what should I say, a new scare maze, which was named under the Vampire, the Haunting in the Hollows. Now, I'm not sure if that was, no, it isn't, but behind the Vampire, because the Vampire was the only roller coaster they had, which was a inverted coaster. It didn't feature any loops. It had double chain lift. I don't think many have double chain lift in the UK. So having that double chain lift was quite cool. Now, it's an inverted coaster. It used to feature underneath seating things where your feet, underneath feet rests, and now your feet just dangle in thin air, which is a B&M and a Vekoma track. Now, Vampire had a fear to the park, and it was the most intense ride there until this day, because this day has now got Jumanji World, which I don't know, because I've been Jumanji, but yeah, you know, Mandrill Mayhem, yeah. But having Vampire, the Haunting in the Hollows, really does add onto the story of this coaster, because the coaster, it has an animatronic in it, with the station. I have filmed it before, it's on my Instagram, and the guy's playing the organ, it's like, and the fact that you have that really cool upbeat music to the station, you also have a story to go with it. You can go from the Vampire, the Haunting in the Hollows, to the ride, the Vampire, which I think is kind of amazing. Then during the 2013 to 2014 season, we also saw another Hocus Pocus thing come along, and that was named The Mystery of Hocus Pocus Hall. So, after 6 years of the Hocus Pocus Hall, Bewitched was here. 2 years came along in 2013, 2014, and we saw the introduction of The Mystery of Hocus Pocus Hall. Now, like I've already said, Hocus Pocus Hall is where, is the place which the room under the room is still currently standing. Now, Hocus Pocus Hall, mystery of it, was amazing, and the soundtrack to it is so amazing. Everything's just amazing about this ride. This attraction. The fact that it's walkthrough, the fact that you had another story going onto it, which is quite cool, because you also have, look at Alton Towers. At Alton Towers, you have Tower of the Tower, then Tower of Tower. Then you've got the attic, and then you have the basement, which is quite good because it all links into the mysterious towers and Alton Towers itself. So having the go-on story from the Bewitched to the Hocus Pocus Hall is quite good. Now, during the 2014, the whole lot just disappeared. So there was no rollovers to the current year with other attractions. The only two scare mazes they had in 2015 to 2016 was the Curse of the Lost Tomb and Trick or Treat Wood. Now, Trick or Treat Wood was where Black Forest Haunt is. Now, if you think of Hocus Pocus Halls just being here, for example, the woods will be here. Now, the woods are used for many things, and I have been in the Trick or Treat Woods, actually. It's where you line up, and the next thing you know is you go in and you find these different people and they come along, and it's just an amazing attraction, and I loved it so much. And it was just going around and trying to find different people and them giving you sweets, and it was like the story really did add up to what was in this forest. Now, I don't know about Black Forest Haunt. I don't know if that was worse or better than Trick or Treat Wood, but I did love the whole scenery and atmosphere of Trick or Treat Wood. Now, Curse of the Lost Tomb, I don't think I did, but I probably did somewhere along the line. I think it was next to Wild Asia, because after Beano Land, so you're going for the entrance, and then you look on your left, there is the Dennis the Menace Beano Land place. It is now Wild Asia. Now, Wild Asia was known to also having scare mazes, such as Curse of the Lost Tomb and the Crypt. So having that scare maze in that area kind of makes sense because Lost Tomb and World Asia kind of fits in. It's actually got Cobra the Ride as well. Now during 2017 we saw Creepy Caves Unearthed. Now Creepy Caves is one of the first of the 3 series that we've seen of Creepy Caves. Now Creepy Caves Unearthed featured these caves come up and emerge from nowhere, and because they've emerged from nowhere, nobody knows anything about them, and you dive deeper into them and you find stuff you've never found before, and it's just an amazing, I keep saying amazing, they're all amazing now, guys. It's just a clever storyline to it, because then it rolls over to the next year. But before we go to 2020, to near current day, we've got 2019, and that was the appearance of the Spiders, or Spiders. Spiders spelt wrong though, it's got Spyders. I never went in Spiders, but I think it's something to do with Wild Asia and where that was. Because Curse of the Lost Tomb then demolished and was out for the season. It was there till 2018. Then 2019, we saw the Spiders, which I think was in the same place where Wild Asia was. Now, Spiders, I don't know what was inside of it, but I'm guessing it was something to do with spiders and them taking over the Curse of the Lost Tomb, but I'm not sure. I'm not positively sure. So we move on to present day, and we don't have any rollovers again. So going back though, we go Curse of the Lost Tomb, which was there from 2015 to 2018. Yes, 2018. So it was there for 4 years. No, it weren't. 2015, 2016. Yes, it was. You go from Trick or Treat Wood. That's there from 2015 to 2019. You have Spiders, which was only there for 2019, and Creepy Caves Unearthed, which was there from 2017 to 2019. Now, all of them were amazing. Curse of the Lost Tomb was there for 4 years, Spiders there for 1, Trick or Treat Wood 5 years, and Creepy Caves Unearthed was 3 years. Now, moving on to present day, from the 2020s to the 20th century, we look at 21st century, sorry. We look at Forgotten Forest, and that was there for 2 years. Now, Forgotten Forest was an amazing, I'm going to say again, a brilliant atmosphere to it. It had everything you need, and it was just a good scare maze. I'm not joking. Creepy Caves Resurgence. I keep getting that wrong, but I did go in it, and that was also. It had such a scary plot to it. No joking. It was a lot different to the Creepy Caves Unearthed. So yeah, Forgotten Forest was there for 2 years, and Creepy Caves Resurgence was also there for 2 years. We then move on to Vile Villages, or the Wild Woods. Now, the same woods that were near Hocus Pocus Hall, which I've already told you about, which also had Black Forest Haunt and Trick or Treat Wood. I didn't go in the Vile Villages of Wild Wood because I didn't think that was for my age, but I've heard it's quite good, and I've also heard the actors were a lot better than previous years, which is good. Hopefully this year we could see that also happening, because Vile Villages of Wild Wood is also coming back this year alongside Enchanted Hollow. Now, Enchanted Hollow, I'm not quite sure what it is. Last year we also had something named Creepy Caves Elimination, which I also don't know about, unfortunately. But Enchanted Hollow and Vile Villages of Wild Wood, I'm hoping to see that one be different, because that's been there for 3 years. But Enchanted Hollow is new for this year. Now, there isn't many scare attractions they have really put up, because every other year the max they've had is probably 3. And then every other time it's like Scooby-Doo or Star Wars event, which is probably never going to happen again. Oh, why did I mention that? But yeah, it was really, really good to see that 2 events. But yeah, again, 2 events. There could have been more scare mazes. Like, there are a load more scare mazes at Alton Towers. Yet alone, there are more rides at Alton Towers. So, you know, it's controversial. It's a decision that I want you guys to make. But anyways, I am going to go now. Smile always, and I want to know what you think of this year's lineup for Howloween at Chessington World of Adventures. We've got two scare mazes, Vile Villages of Wild Woods, and Enchanted Hollow. I don't know if anything else is coming along. Don't even know if Alton Towers have got Nemesis coming along yet, or should I say Curse of Alton Manor. Hopefully Emily Alton comes back. Please, 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 please. So yeah, smile always, guys, and I am going to go. Bakerstreet.coasters out. Bye, guys.